Alright, so we're kind of out here in a field. Sorry about any wind noise. I got both Rustlers here. You can see, took the axles, put them back over here. That's because I'm going to put on some fresh ones for my new truck. However, in the last video I had this Rustler and said things got out of hand, and then introduced this truck. I didn't think I was going to go ahead and do anything to get it back on the road, but with all the upgraded parts, and after doing the lighting mod for this, ironically, this is before I got the GT taillight mounts, but anyway, we're going to go ahead and install this. Originally, this is what I was going to buy. However, I bought the truck and love it, but I'd like to have two. My wife says she might learn how to drive one. I mean, I have the Slash over here, but it'd be cool to have two Rustlers. Then I can get a buddy out, have them drive this, and they don't feel underpowered with the Slash, and they can actually drive around with me. The great news about this is I did not pay this at all. I actually took the old stuff I had and traded up for this. It's called the Traxxas Power Up program. You actually get, it was about $50 off of the price on this to just swap in my old broken stuff and get fresh factory sealed stuff here. So what I'm going to do is get this installed, get these axles on, and then behind me over here, the hobby shop has some ramps set up over here, so I'm just going to go play around probably with this one, and I'll record some footage there. But let me get this going. Once we have it set up and all ready to go, I'll turn it on and we'll go from there. Well, my camera died at some point last week when I was out on the back of my pickup truck trying to bash with this. And after I just installed the new ESC and as well the new motor that I got with the power upgrade. But this was having a problem. The truck would only, like, it would start going and it just sounded like the clutch was slipping. And I tore it all apart. I looked at the slipper clutch. It seemed fine. I didn't see any problems. All the gears looked good, but the lay shaft, which is the shaft here that actually connects to the inside of your gearbox, had the spring pin broken. And I'll put a picture, you know, somewhere around here, and I'll circle whatever, you know, the spring pin on it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go buy one, even though they're $3. However, I drilled out the spring pin because it was quite broken and stuck in there. I got a little metal rod. It kind of looks like the pins for the hex on the axles. These guys, right? Well, oh, there's one. Let me get it out of here. Okay, so one of these guys, but it was a different size, a little bit skinnier in diameter, so I was able to use it other than the spring pin. I'm hoping that doesn't cause any issues. If it damages it, oh well. But that was causing basically everything inside the transmission to bind up, along with the diff not totally diffing. It was also binding up. So went ahead, bought a rebuild kit, the one I'm showing up here. well, technically it's actually just the kit to build it, but I built a new one, put it together, put the grease in there, and that's when I still noticed the issue of the binding in the gearbox. But that spring pin, replace it with a stainless steel pin. Should have just bought a new lathe shaft, but it was late, and this hobby shop is not open after work because I'm 6 to 6 every day. So this is up and going. The last thing I want to do, well, first off, obviously, I need to take these off. And I'll prove to you that this is running here in a few. I'm just going to see if I can do one modification to this. If not, I think I'm going to have to buy a whole new chassis here. I really don't want to do that. I'd rather keep this chassis until it absolutely destroys itself. So, but the problem is with this one, and I'll show you with these batteries. Let me plug this. So in the new Rustler, the other one, it has about a 1/2 inch longer battery bay. This one is shorter, so when I take this out, I had to buy a new one of these because I lost it for the other one. I just sold it. See, that fits perfectly. Now I go to put this one in, and obviously I can't. Now, what trips me up is how this is designed. So let me pull the speed controller off and see what I can do to maybe make this work. So this is what I was talking about. This is a solid plastic piece. It is not removable, nothing. So, and you can see even these lines carry over. It's like they wanted this to have a bigger battery in it, but they just chose not to. Now the problem is, if I trim it down, we have about a 1/4 inch right here, and it's just barely going to squeeze between these two mounts. So my idea is chop this down, remove it, and then figure out a barrier. Let me see what I got. Be right back. This is what I was looking for, this piece of foam. But you see, it's this big, so it's for these batteries. So if I really wanted to run this, this didn't come with this car, it came with the new one, but I'm just wonder if I could pad this up with this, or maybe somehow fold some foam over, make it to where it's not just hanging out. I don't think this is structural, to be honest. If it is, well, and it blows up, then we just buy a new chassis. So I'm gonna get a Dremel tool, some safety glasses, obviously, because safety third. Dremel this out as best as I can. Hopefully not destroy any wires, and then we will, yeah, see, destroy any wires. Those look messed up already. Anyway, I'll get these out. I may just use pliers, but once I get this out, we'll figure out how to get this battery in here and make this work. So let me go find something to cut that. I'll be back. This isn't even working. What? Hello? Oh, I think this is broken. This ain't working. It's going into the chargy stuff. It's just not hooking to the things. I used this once. I guess that's what I get for going to Hobo Freight. Alright, I got another one. Give me 1 second, I can put this other one up. Oh, it don't work anyway, who cares? I just breathed on that and it broke in half. Well, at least I don't think I spent over $20 on this piece of junk. Alright, 73 hours later, I have the Dremel tool working. Let me make sure it turns on. Oh, yeah. So we're going to try to just cut this down. It's probably not going to look pretty, but it should fit the bigger battery because I'm cheap. Thank you. Just wanted to give a update here. You can see I've got most of it done, just a little corner left, and then we can test fit it, but it's pretty smooth. I might just give it a light sanding once I'm completed here, but I'm gonna finish that up. We'll test fit the battery and go from there. Alright, I don't see any structure issues, so this is what it looks like. And you can see now, one of these is not plugged in. This will actually fit in there. Actually, it's not moving very much, but I want to make sure it sits as far forward as possible. So with that out of the way, put this here. We can install our top piece. And just to show you, it will fit. So it's not like it's going to cause an issue. And we can still pull this out without trouble. Just looks like I'm running into that coming up, but I can get this in and out. So, gonna find a way to cushion that a little bit. Thinking either cut that foam piece here and just stick it back there, or maybe I can squeeze it down. Let's just try it out. Just gonna squeeze that back there. Oh man, this is thick. All right. Oh, that one's plugged in. Yeah, that's gonna be a struggle, so we're not gonna use that. Oh, I wasn't filming there, so my apologies. I started to reinstall everything. Was talking about what my solution was to fix the about 1/4 inch gap behind the battery here. So now I have to back all these out. So my solution was, I had this long piece of foam, cut out 2 pieces, stacked them, and then you put the battery in here, and it actually doesn't seem to move very much. So I was more worried with the other foam because it could compress a lot better, but this type of foam that came with the car seems to work okay. Not sure was I supposed to install it, but who cares? All right, got those all back installed. Let's test this, make sure I can slot it in here. Don't move still, comes right back out. So definitely, if you have this chassis on your Rustler, it is possible to do that. I don't know the durability of this yet. We'll need to go run a test. You can see I didn't cut through anything. It's just scraped up. So hopefully that wasn't structural. I really don't think it was. Like I said, if it breaks, I think they're like $15 or $18 to get the chassis itself. But enough of me talking. I'm gonna grab the cover for the transmission, take it out for a drive, bring it back in, and we'll see how it works. Well, I guess before we go out there, let's just see if it seems any faster. And this will honestly be really the first test drive with this truck since we fixed it, so kind of cool. That's on there. Trying to transfer. Ooh. Something came loose right away. I think I may have broke that pin again, so I'm probably gonna have to rip this back apart. I'm gonna do that off camera so y'all don't have to sit here and watch. A little frustrated that that just happened, but like I said, I used a steel piece on here. Yeah, it's either that or the plate back here just broke, but oh, I take that back. We lost a pin. Well, that makes sense why it's just spinning away. Well, that's a easier fix than I thought. I have another axle. It's plastic, but temporarily till we get that fixed, we'll use that one. So let me grab that. I'll throw it on and then we can do the street test. Yeah, it sounds like the slipper clutch is having trouble. it's slowed down a little bit. All in all, some adjustments, maybe a new slipper clutch, will be good to go. And it's the 555-2X. Put our new plate on. Now it feels like it's more responsive. Wow, yeah, even just that. I don't know. I guess we'll have to test, see what happens. Well, it's a couple days later, and I just got back from testing this out and bashing. You can see it's a little more scratched up on the body. It's very dusty here, and a little bit more damage than it was before. I actually had a blast. It took some hard hits, some flips, everything. But man, this thing is pretty durable. I won't lie, a couple things did break. Probably shouldn't have been doing this little tiny jump onto concrete. Well, it was more like asphalt, but I think that caused a couple issues. Firstly, you can see I slid upside down. I actually did this on my first test drive to make sure it was running before I took it anywhere. But today I went disc off, and the park there looked like it had a little area. So I took it out there. It was just like a dirt road with some like asphalt road and kind of the transition. You could jump, and then I'll show you a compilation of it after. I figured I'd just go over what broke, and then you can see what happened and go from there. But you can see I'm missing a body clip. The remnants of the spoiler, really not hanging on too much. It's just held on by the screws at this point. Body's bent, body's ripped here. I did break, or well, I didn't break. I lost the fastener for this A-arm to the knuckle, so that was something that happened. It still drove back to me, which was nice. I just had to get another fastener in there. I didn't feel like looking for it. Let me pull the body off here. So you can see it tore here. It's pretty bad in the back here. It's tore, it's bent. This is torn, this is torn. The little metal pieces I'd put in there to put lights on, gone. It's a little bent over here. But for the most part, it's in good shape. I figure what I'll do is just get some zip ties. Just kind of zip tie these together. I'm guessing when I do that, might cause some other issues. So I'll probably put some like strapping tape or whatever it's called with the little the things in it, and put some of that on the back side, then zip tie. So hopefully that'll help it not rip further. I can get a little more life out of this body. I still have the green body and the red body, but the red body's got some holes cut in it for GoPro. But yeah. Anyway, back to this. So yeah, we lost that fastener. Pretty scraped up on our shock towers over here. The other thing that happened is the rear bumper, as you can see, is gone. I still have it, but as you can see here, it broke right here. So either I need to get some like a piece of plastic and do the baking soda and super glue trick. That might hold, we'll see. I think I'm just gonna order another one of these. I also lost the cap to the motor. I just ordered 3 of those. So that way if I lose them, I'm not just gonna smash up the motor and stuff, because this is brand new, but it obviously not anymore. So this mounting point, or this where the fastener goes in here, it's pretty tore up. Same with this one. But the good news is about the shock towers and the gearbox housing is I have another gearbox housing. So I figure I'm going to take this, clean it up, throw everything in here, and then put that on, and that should be good. Fix this up. I may go buy another one just because it is pretty tore up. I also probably should put the wheelie bar on that I have. I don't have it here. I also got shock towers. Actually, I have aluminum ones, so I may just go with those since obviously I'm flipping this over a lot. So that's probably why I need the wheelie bar. One other thing, I'm sure if you haven't noticed already, but this shock piston isn't straight anymore. I don't know if that was there prior. Good news is I got two right here from my brother-in-law. He included this. I actually have front and rears, but I'm gonna go ahead and replace the rears. That way, if there is an issue with the other one, I can take care of it and rebuild these later. This one seems alright, but this one definitely has seen better days. Other than those minor issues, the car still drives. There's no problems with it driving. It's just I'm missing some protection, so I don't feel like driving it right at the moment until I fix some of this stuff. But other than that, this is a great car. Had a blast. So yeah, you know, for I guess, what did I pay? About 120. And then about, let's just say $50 other dollars to get the gearbox housing, or not the housing, but the cover here, the differential, and did we replace anything else? I don't remember. If we did, maybe the axles, but those were already here. So I bought those for the other vehicle. I'm not really going to include that, the ones I bought. So I'd say maybe 170 bucks to get this back working. It's cheaper than buying it new, like the other one. But anyway, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know where to leave them. Also, never mind. Anyway, I thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and take care. But don't go away. I'm about to get that compilation rolling right now.